Hello there, welcome back to my channel, and this time I'm going to go through minifigures. Recently I've been doing sets that have retired, similar to what you've got retiring now in 2025, to compare sort of past and now. So what I've done is I've kind of gone a bit down the rabbit hole of minifigures and gone right back to the series 1 and kind of going through those just to kind of give you an idea of the ones now, what they could be worth, and that kind of thing. So it's basically, let's say, this video is all been minifigures. So I've only been doing Lego investing for a couple of years now, so some of this information was new to me because I'd never collected series 1, series 2 and all that kind of thing like that, you know. So some of the information might be useful to some people. Anyway, if you buy series 1, if you just bought a random bag, when they first came out they were £2. Now a random bag's roughly worth about £20. If you got a full set, so one of each, back then it was 16 in a set. So if you got a full set of series 1 is worth £283, or roughly. The cheapest one out of all of them at the moment is the Deep Sea Diver, which is worth around £9, and the most valuable is the Forestman, which is worth around £30. If you got series 2, the random bags were £2 at retail, but now they're worth roughly about £12. If you got a full set, they're worth roughly about £157. The cheapest one of those is the Ringmaster, which is valued at around £350, and the most expensive one, or the most valuable one, is the Spartan Warrior, which is roughly about £20. So series 3, they were £2 to buy retail, the random bags, they're roughly worth around 10, and if you got a full set, that's roughly about £150. The least valuable of those series 3 is the Race Car Driver, which is worth about £4, and the most valuable is the Elf, which is worth around £23. Now the prices I'm giving you worth-wise are kind of like an estimate, which is kind of in the middle ground sort of thing. You can get them cheaper, but you also can get them being sold a hell of a lot more. So like I say, the values I'm just putting on is just like an average price or value. Right, so series 4, the random bags were £2 at retail, now they're roughly worth about 12. If you got a full set, they're worth about £118. The cheapest one of them is the Surfer Girl, which is only valued about £3, and the most valuable out of those is the Viking, and that's about £13. Next one is the series 5. They were £2 at retail, but at a random bag, and now they're worth about 8, so not as good with those ones. A full set is worth about 130. The least valuable is the Zookeeper, worth about £3, and the most valuable is there's a Graduate, or there's an Evil Dwarf, and they're roughly about £18. Series 6, the random bags were £2 retail, worth about £15 now, and a full set is worth about £136. The least valuable one is there's a Flamenco Dancer, which is worth about £3, and the most valuable is the Roman Soldier, which is worth about £30. The series 7 is they were £2 retail, worth about £8 now for a random bag, and a full set is about £158. The least valuable one is the Jungle Boy, worth about £4, and with this series there's a few that are kind of like vying for the top spot, the one that's the most valuable. There's 4. There's an Evil Knight, an Ocean King, a Bagpiper, or an Aztec Warrior, and they kind of range from about £15 to £17. Series 8, they were £2 at retail, worth about £9 now. They're £160 for a full set. The least valuable, would you believe, is Santa, worth about £4. and the most valuable is the Conquistador, whatever you pronounce it. That's about £18. The Series 9 was £2 retail, worth about 11 now for a random bag. They're 188 for a full set. The cheapest one is a Battleneck, about £5, and there again there's a few that are worth a bit more. There's the Heroic Knight, a Fortune Teller, and a Forest Maiden, and they range from between £20 and £30. A Series 10 for a random bag is £2 retail, now worth about £16. A full set is worth 170. Now Series 10, like I say, is information that I didn't know about. Series 10 was a bit different. They actually had the Mr. Gold in Series 10, and Mr. Gold is worth over £5,500 on his own. So obviously that bumps the price up of a full set. So a full set of just the figures is 170, but if you got a full sealed series box, it's £1,200. Obviously because you might get the Mr. Gold in there. The lowest price in there is there's a Skydiver or a Baseball Fielder. That's about between £5 and £6. And then the higher ones, there's a Bumblebee Girl, which is around £27, and there's a Medusa around £22. And then obviously, like I say, there's the Mr. Gold, which is around £5,500. Alright, Series 11, that was £2 retail, now worth around £15. Full set is about £180. The lowest value figure is the Mountain Climber, which is worth about £3. And the higher ones, there's a Pretzel Girl worth about £18, and then there's an Island Warrior, which is around £27. Series 12, this is when the price went up. They're £2.49 each, valued now around £7. So random bag was £2.49. A full set of that one is only about £90. The smallest of the cheapest one is the Space Miner, which is valued at around £3. And the ones that are worth a bit more, there's a few. There's the Wizard, the Hun Warrior, or the Battle Goddess, and they're around £12. So next one is Series 13. They were £2.49 retail, worth about £7 still. The full set is only £98. So if you notice, when the price went up, the value of the full sets went down. So the cheapest one of that one is a Disco Diva, worth about £3, and there's only really one worth anything in that set, which is the Classic King, and that's worth around £20. Series 14, that was £2.49 again, and the random bags are worth about £7. Full set is worth about £100. The cheapest minifigure is the Monster Scientist, worth about £3, and then the one that's probably about the most is the Monster Rocker. There's kind of a few that are very close. It's difficult to tell because if you look on one place they value it one thing, look on another they value it a lot less, so you kind of, I've been trying to get an average value of them all. Right, so Series 15, the random bag is £2.49 again, valued at around £11. The full set is £98. The cheapest figure is Animal Control, which is about £3, and the best figure is the Frightening Knight, valued at around £20. Series 16, they were £2.49 again, but now they're valued only about £5. Full set £76, which is not good really. The cheapest, or the least valuable, is a Desert Warrior, which is about £3, and the best one is Rogue, which is valued at around £21. Series 17, they're £2.49 again for a random bag, only worth about £5 now. A full set is £84. The cheapest one is a Retro Spaceman, worth about £3. And the best one is the Rocket Boy, which is about £22. Series 18, where the price went up again, it was £2.99 at retail, now worth about £7. A full set is about £118. The cheapest one is a birthday party girl, which is worth about £2.50. And then the one that's the most valuable is a classic police officer, which is about £16. The next one is Series 19, where it's £2.99 for a random bag again, valued now about £6. A full set is £99. The cheapest figure is the bear costume guy, which is only worth about £2, which is from £2.99 down to £2, it's not very good. And the best one is the Fright Knight, which is valued at around £23. The next one is Series 20, where the price went up again, and it's £3.49 for the figure. And also, I think that's where they changed them from 16 figures in a set to 12. They're still only worth about £6 now. The full set will be £148. The lowest figure is the brick costume guy, worth about £4. And there's a Viking worth about £25. And then a tournament knight, which is worth about £35. Next one is Series 21. Again, there's 16 figures in it. There's £3.49 to buy. At the moment, it's worth about £5 for a random bag. A full set is only £58. The lowest figure is a shipwreck survivor, which is only worth about £2. And the best one, which isn't great, is a violin kid, which is worth about £10. If I remember when I did that, there was a few that were kind of like £8, £9, £10, and just kind of, that was just slightly better than the others. Anyway, Series 22, random bag was £3.49, now only worth about £5. Full set is about £49. The cheapest one is the bird watcher, worth about £2, and the best one is a space creature, which is worth about £10. Next one is Series 23, £3.49 again for the random bag, only worth about £4.50. I mean, I know it's not that long ago that they retired, but still. Full set is worth about £47. The cheapest figure is about £4, and the best ones is a Christmas elf, or there's a snowman as well, and they're worth around £10. The next one is Series 24, where they were £3.49 again, and they're worth about £4.50 again. A full set is worth about £50. The lowest figure is a rocking horse rider, which is valued at around £2, and the best one is an orc, valued at around £10. And the next one is Series 25, where they were £3.49 again for a random bag, worth about £5. A full set is worth about £50. The cheapest one is the Paralympic athlete, worth about £3, and the best one is Basil the Bat Lord, about £7. Now, these ones have only just retired, or they've just come up on my thing to say that they're just retired. So, and then obviously Series 26 is the space one that hasn't retired yet. So there's no a full set is £44 on that one. There's no other information because obviously it hasn't retired yet. So that concludes my rabbit hole of minifigures. I didn't go through every single minifigure, you know, the value of all of them, because that would have literally taken ages, and it'd have been a really long, boring video to watch. So that concludes my video for minifigures. My next video is going to be Disney, that's retiring in 2025. With a comparison from what has retired in the past. So it's going to be another one of those past and now videos. So it's Disney in my next video. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.